good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Trust you're doing well, you're happy, you're smiling. Yep, welcome to the Leroy Slava show. My name is Leroy Slava, and this is where we have conversations with entrepreneurs that inspire and experts who admire. So, ladies and gentlemen, normally we have guests on the show, but what I'm going to do today is we're just going to have a bit of a chat. Is that okay? Tell you a bit more tell you about what I'm doing in the property space and tell you how you can get involved if that is something that you want to do, how you can get involved in investing in property with us. Okay, and then I'll just give you a monthly update and tell you what our future plans is. So I think let me wait for a couple more people to log on. Let me see who we have online here. Okay, there we go. Right, say hello. So guys, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Right, so today we're going to talk about what we're doing in property. I'll tell you about a couple of deals and how you can get involved in it. Okay, just going to wait for a few more people to log on. So it's exciting times, ladies and gentlemen, because while people are out there looking at all the problems, we're looking at the looting, the government, coronavirus, vaccines, the ANC, the whatever it is, so many things happening in South Africa and in the world. This is a good time to look for opportunities. While everyone is complaining, worrying, stressing, this is a time to start focusing on the positives and focusing on opportunities. I'm going to tell you about a couple of opportunities that's coming up. So like, share, say hello here. Let's see who we have online. Okay, let's see who we have here. Right, a couple of people are logging on. Okay, so as I said, today we don't have a guest. Today I'm going to tell you what I do. Just a summarized version of what I do and how you can get involved if it is something that you would like to do. Okay, so I invest in property. I'm a property investor. I've been doing that for the last 8 years or so. Yeah, 36 now. I started about 27, 28-ish, around that time. So about 8-9 years. I've done about over 30 deals, from buy to let, buying and renting to a family, multi-lets, rooms, auctions, started buying at auctions, buying and selling properties, back-to-back deals where you buy a property and you find a seller immediately, which means you don't use any of your own money. Done quite a lot of that. Developments. So I'm going to tell you there's a few opportunities here for you today. So guys, you logged on at the right time. Fila, how are you? Fila Dlatla's on here. Let's see who else is on here, guys. Comment. Now, if I'm going to tell you what it is, and then if you have any questions, you can put in the comment section. I've also put on my details here. So I've got my cell phone number on the screen with my email number, so you can send me an email as well. Right? So as I said, I've been investing in property for about 8-9 years, and I've done about over 30 property deals in the last couple of years. And what I've realized lately, because most of them I was doing it by myself, I was doing it with a family member, but what I've realized lately is that if you want to do big things, you need to partner up with people. Okay? So I'm going to tell you what's happening and how you can invest with Slava Investments. So I've got the company Slava Investments, which all the investments are done in. Rayenko, how's it? Okay. Right. Okay, so we got a couple of people. Let's go. So guys, there's a huge, with all the nonsense happening in South Africa and all this, there's still a huge shortage of housing in South Africa, right? There's a huge shortage of housing in South Africa, which means there's still a massive opportunity in this space to take advantage of it. And as I said, I've been doing this for the last few years successfully. I've invested in over 30 deals. I've spoken, done seminars, one-day seminars, and all over the country. I think I've spoken to about over 50,000 people in the last 5 years, plus minus. Over 50,000 people about property in the last 5 years. I've personally coached close to 100 people on property, and most of them have bought property as well. So that's why I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, and you can get involved if you like to. So first thing, right? So if you want to invest in property, You say, listen, yeah, Leroy, I want to invest in property. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the skills. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to invest in, where the opportunities are, what areas to invest in. Then you're in the right place now. Okay, email just came through there from an investor, by the way. And you're saying, listen, I want to invest. I've got 100,000, I've got 1,000,000, 200, 300,000, I've got 1,000,000, 10 million, whatever it is you have, right? I want to invest. I don't have, or I do have the experience, but I don't have the time. Okay, then you can come and invest with us at Slava Investments. Okay, and currently we're working on, who we got? Marcus. Oh, Meneer Marcus Daniels. How's it, sir? Currently we're working on a couple of deals which you can get involved in immediately, right? And the first, so now what are we busy with? So last year we finished a 31 unit development in Boksburg. Okay, and so that one is done. That one is complete. It's fully tenanted. That one's going well. So this year I'm working on a 52 unit flats, 1 beds, 2 beds, bachelors. And there's also a school on the premises which uses 18 shops. So this one is almost complete, right? It's close to being finalized. 52 units and a school using 18 shops. Okay. Then what we also have in the pipeline is a 43 units. Okay. And then I'm signing another OTP today for another building. So these are the projects that are currently on the table. 52 units plus a school. Thank you, sir. All right, so it's 52 units plus a school, which is using 18 shop as an anchor tenant. And then there's 53 units, which costings, everything is there. That one is in the pipeline, and I'm signing another OTP today for another building. Okay. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you're saying, listen, I want to invest in property, and these are obviously bigger deals, guys. These are obviously not these are all buildings. All right. So these are all buildings. So if you said, if this is something that you would like to get interested, if you would like to get involved in, you say, listen, one of my passions, one of the things that I wanted to do was invest in property, but I never knew how to do it, or I don't want to do it alone, correct? Then you can come and invest with Slava Investments, okay? Our details are on the screen there. You can see my contact numbers there, and my email address is there as well, which you can send me an email, or you can send me a WhatsApp or phone me, and I can tell you more about the projects that we're busy with. One project, 52 units in a school. That one is almost done, guys. So that one is almost done. It's going to be difficult to get involved in that one because we're close to finalizing that one probably in the next 2 weeks. Okay. And then, but what you can get involved in, we've got another project after that once this one comes in, which is 43 flats, 1 beds, bachelors, 2 beds. And then there's another building which I'm securing today, signing the OTP today on. So that's also something that you can get involved in, right? As I said, if you've got money, let's say you've got 100,000, 200, 500, 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, 20 million, whatever it is you have. And you're saying, listen, this is what I want to do, but I don't have the skills or I don't have the time. Okay. And then you can contact me. I can show you the projects and we can partner on these projects, right? 2 is better than 1, guys. When I started out, I did everything by myself, or tried to do everything by myself, because I wanted ownership. I wanted to own everything. But now I'm realizing that if you want to do more, you have to partner with people. And if you want to go bigger, you have to partner with people, okay? So there's currently 3 projects on the table which you can invest in if you want to invest in it, right? And there's 2 ways to invest in this. So I'm not going to keep you long today. As I said, I don't have a guest. I just want to tell you how to invest with us if it is something that you would like to do. And also I'll give you an update on what's coming in the future. So there's 2 ways that you can invest with us. First way is you say, listen, Leroy, I've got 100,000, 500,000, 1 million. I would like to invest in it. But I would like to be an angel investor. I'd like to invest, but get a better return than what I'm getting in the bank. What's the returns you guys are currently getting in the bank? Let me know in the comment section, guys. What are you getting currently in the bank? in your savings account or your investment account? Right? Not much. So you're saying, listen, I want to invest in this and I want my money back in a year or whatever it is, and I want to get a better return than what I'm getting in the bank. And obviously your money secured in the property. Okay. So that's one way to invest. You're saying, listen, I don't want to get involved. I want to invest and I want a better return than what I'm getting in the bank. Right? We call that an angel investor. Maybe write that down, angel investor. And then the second way you can invest with us is that you say, listen, I want to be a JV partner, a joint venture partner. I want ownership in the deal. So I've got 500,000, 100,000, a million, 10 million, 20 million, whatever it is you have. I want to be a partner in the project, and obviously the amount of ownership you have or shares you have is obviously how much with the amount of money that you invest in the property. Two ways. One, angel investor, I want to invest and I want to get a better return than what I'm currently getting in the bank. Okay, one way. Okay, and then after a year, or however long you're going to be in the project, you get back your capital and your interest. Okay. And second way you can invest is, I want to be a joint venture partner. I want ownership in this deal, Leroy. I want 10, 20, 30% of this building. I want to own it with you. Okay, that's fine. So there's two ways to invest. I'll say it for the last time. First way, I want my money back after a year or a few months. So I'm going to invest 100,000, a million, 10 million, and I'm going to get my money back with the interest that is agreed on. Okay, every deal will be different. Second way, I want ownership. I want to be in it for the long term. Okay, I want the cash flow. And what I do want is, I want this to be a legacy for my children, whatever it is, right? Everyone has different dreams. Everyone has different goals. So that's what you want to invest. As I said, currently there's 3 projects available. One is a 52-unit flats building, right? 1 beds, 2 beds, bachelors, and there's a school on the premises. Okay, that one is almost complete now. So last year we finished a 31-unit development. This year I was working on this one. This one is almost finalized, the finance and everything. Then we've got a 43-unit block of flats. That one is the project in the pipeline, and then I'm signing another OTP today for another building. I'll tell you more about that one once it secures. Right? Those are the projects available. Okay. Let me see in the comment section, anyone, what you guys think. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I see a few people logged on. Okay. And another advantage is you can also learn. As I said, I've been doing this for 8-9 years. I've done auctions, multi-lets, buy-to-lets, flips, back-to-back deals, developments, different places, right? So you can also learn and say, okay, let me get in, let me learn, and then I can go on and do this myself, right? Now, you're saying, Leroy, why should I invest? Why should I invest with you? As I said, you've got an experienced investor, an experienced team that has been doing this for many years, okay? Everything will be legal, safe and legal, so everything is signed with attorneys, everything is on paper, everything is agreed before the time, everything is legal. You can learn as well. And so those are some of the reasons, guys, okay? And yeah, so as I said, I've coached about 100 people. I was Investor of the Year finalist in 2019. And that's all I've been doing for the last 8-9 years is property, okay? So that's the one thing I want to talk about today. If you want to invest in property, you want to invest in buildings, you want to invest in bigger deals, you've got some spare cash available, 100,000, 200, 300, 400,000, then my contact details is on the screen. Take them, contact me, I'll send you the details, you can have a look at it, and then we can discuss it, take you to the properties, and you can have a look at it. And yeah, then we can take it from there, guys. As I said, most people are looking at the problems now, we're looking at the opportunities, okay? And there's massive opportunities in property, right? So that's number one. Invest with Slava Investments, right? Number two is we're starting a new show. which is like a news show. I'm starting with Lester Mutsepe. Some of you might know him, some of you might not know him. So we spoke about it, and with this looting happening these last week or the week before that, I actually saw a comment where someone says that the ANC should do this, and the government should do this, and this one should do this, and corporate should do this, and this should do this. But then someone said, listen, everyone should do something. What are you doing? Okay? What are you doing? And I thought about it, and I thought, listen, what can I do in this time to help people, to encourage people? And I thought, listen, okay, I've got the show. We do get inspirational guests on to encourage people, to share opportunities. That's good. But then I thought, let's start a new show where we can talk about the issues and start conversations around it and say, okay, listen, these are the problems. What are some of the solutions? And just start a conversation about it and see where that goes. So I spoke to Leston. I said, Leston, let's start a show where we have a monthly update news show where we come in and say, these were the issues for that month. Let's say it's looting, Jacob Zuma in jail, COVID-19 vaccine. Do you take it? Don't you take it? Couple of things. We come in and we say, okay, these are the issues. And we bring in a couple of experts and say, what are your views on the problems? What are the solutions? With COVID, what are the issues? What are the solutions? What is right? What is wrong? With whatever it is, guys, whatever is happening that month in the country that affects us, then we chat about it. We come up with solutions. We bring in experts, right? And we talk about these things. So we're going to start a new show. It'll start in the first week of August. Start the first week of August. It's going to be a podcast. I'm partnering with Leston Mutsepe. He studied politics at UNISA and well-informed guy. And we're going to bring in more experts as well to chat about that. Okay, so that's going to start. And what we're going to do is now we figured out we're going to live stream onto YouTube and live stream onto Facebook and start sharing shorter clips. Because what I do now is I come on once a week and we do the show and that's all. So now we're going to share shorter clips, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes, 2-minute clips weekly. So we're going to be a bit more visible, a bit more active there. Good stuff. Guys, is anybody there? I've got a few people on here, but all of you are silent. Say something. Say yay, say hey, say I'm excited, say yes. So right? And then we have the monthly show with Pastor Edward, where he comes and he shares a short message with us, shares a few scriptures, shares a few messages, encourages us once a month. Okay? Which he should come in, I think it's the end of this month, should be next week sometime. Where he comes in and he shares encouragement, shares the word of God. I think that's important as well. Okay? Getting the word of God in, which I know we all are not as diligent in that space or with the Bible entering as we should be. Some of us are more than others, right? So he comes in once a month, shares the word of God, and then we are encouraged. And we'll still continue with our weekly interviews, right? Conversations with entrepreneurs that inspire and experts to admire. Okay? So we're going to have the new show with Leston once a month. We're going to have the show with Pastor Edward once a month, where he comes and he shares a message with us from the Bible, the Word of God, Christian message, which I think is important. And then we'll still have our monthly interviews. Okay, so now this is episode 20. So we've been doing this for about 3-4 months, and it's been going well, guys. We're getting like 1,000 views a show, some with 3,000, some was 10,000. So it's actually been going very well, eh? Aiden says, two Carl brothers that are definitely an inspiration for the youth, and even some of us that are excited. Yeah, exiting our youth years. No, yeah. We are exiting our youth years, eh, Aiden? I'm 36 now. I think youth is 35, so I'm out of it. So yeah, so log in, guys. We're going to have that once a month, right? And we're going to come on as young people, right? And talk about these things, because most of these things are it's always Parliament is 60 years plus. So we want to come on as young people and talk about, listen, what's happening? What can we do as young people to improve this country, to improve our lives? Instead of complaining, and what can we do? I'm sure, guys, there's something that each one of us can do here to improve, firstly, improve ourselves, our own lives, and then start improving. And what we've said is, listen, let's start a conversation as young people and see what we can do as young people. Instead of complaining, there's no jobs, there's no opportunities, there's no this, there's corruption, there's this. Let's come on and let's do something. And that's why I'm sharing the opportunity with you guys to say, listen, if you want to invest with us, okay, then this is your opportunity to invest in property. If you've got 100,000, 200,000, come and invest with us. Let's buy up this property. There's a huge shortage of housing. There is a massive opportunity still here in South Africa. Affordable accommodation. There's a huge shortage of this. Okay. And some of you are saying, listen, but why property? Because it's a real asset, right? You can feel it, you can touch it. At property cash flows. Does that make sense, guys? You can get a monthly cash flow from a property. So you buy a property, right? Which means you're buying a real asset. It gives you a monthly cash flow. If you buy it right, in the right area, and you buy the right property, chances are it will appreciate in value. Okay? And you can leverage property. So probably, let's say you got 100,000. You can buy a property worth $1 million for 100,000. Does it make sense? You get a 900,000 bond or whatever it is. So with 100,000, you can buy an asset worth $1 million, which if you rent it out, your tenant pays down the bond and the expenses, and then there's a monthly cash flow. There's very few things you can do that with. Okay, if you buy 100,000 worth of stocks, you say, listen, I want to invest in stocks and shares. I buy 100,000 worth of shares or stocks. You just have 100,000 worth of whatever shares it is, whether it's Naspers, whatever it is. If you put 100,000 in Bitcoin, right, you get 100,000 worth of Bitcoin. It'll obviously go up, it'll come down, it'll go up, right? Not a bad investment. Okay. What else can you do? If you buy gold and silver. You say, listen, I've got 100,000 buying gold and silver. I'm not saying don't do these things. Do these things. I do them, right? I buy gold, silver whenever I can. I mine cryptocurrencies, but my main focus is property. So I'm not saying don't do these things, but I'm saying with property is a real asset, right? That you can leverage at cash flows. Okay. And it's one of the quickest way that you can become financially free if done right. Now, if you don't know how to do it, don't do it. That's what we're saying. For those of you that don't know how to do it by yourself, that do have some spare cash, come and invest with us. Let's buy these buildings. Okay? You learn, you're investing your money, it grows, you get cash flow. And there's two ways. One way, you invest and you just say, listen, I want a better interest than I want getting in the bank. I don't want to be in it for the long term. Second way is you say, listen, I want to partner with you. I want ownership, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%, depending on how much you come with, right? And currently there's 3 projects that you can invest in. So contact details on the screen and give us a shout if it's something that you're interested in. What else? New show with Leston coming first week of August. I don't know what we're going to call it. We'll call it something with Leroy and Leston. And we're going to stream that live to YouTube and Facebook. Then we have the monthly message with Pastor Edwell, right? And we'll still have our interviews with experts, conversations with entrepreneurs that inspire and experts to admire. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, if you got questions, hit me up quickly. You saw my number on the screen. That's my email address. If you want more details, you can contact me, WhatsApp, phone, or email me. Any questions around the investment, any questions around the show with Leston, or any questions around anything? So we've been doing this for, okay, here's a question. Thanks for the ideas. I'm new to this. Faith. Okay, good stuff. New to what, Faith? New to property or new to What first time you're listening? What are you new to this? Manil Marcus say thank you for inspiring so many of us. Bless you always. Thank you. Thank you, Manil. Dear it. Property. Yes, Faith. So take that. Give me a contact me, and then we can have a chat about how we can get you involved. Anyone else? Okay. Sounds like it's clear. Okay. On the details, invest with us. Okay. Faith says thanks. Took your details. Okay, awesome. I'll wait for your call. And then exciting things coming, guys. We actually want to grow this show. We want to grow this channel so we can. And the main reason I started this was to educate, to inspire, and to share opportunities. So that when you come on here, when there's someone who, you saw the guys, or everyone that comes on here does different things. Last time we had Godfrey, he's an engineer, and he does trainings. So there's different entrepreneurs and experts that come on here that do different things. I want you to listen to them, and if it's something that you're interested, contact them. Okay. I do property. That's my main focus. But the guests all do different things. Okay. So like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go watch the other videos. There's many videos, guys, on there. From actors to Bitcoin guys to engineers. There's sports guys. We've got Bernard Parker on there, right? We've got many different people on there. So get on there and check that out. Okay. So next week, same time, Wednesdays, right? For those of you that want to invest with us, there's the contact details. Contact us and I'll show you the details or take you to the properties. God bless you. Thank you for logging in. See you soon.